Since we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, normally you see three tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Jackson now. This will go to Henry out wide. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Jackson dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Daniels. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Let's go now.
Throwing now is Daniels. Being chased out left. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
To throw is Daniels. Throwing the out route, and Crowder makes the catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Drop it. Tap to 60. Tap, go.
Now Daniels. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Come on, come on.
Back to throw again. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Lock up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
19 Tiger, 70 Lions.
Daniels going to throw for it. To the right side and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD, and you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Again, Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers, 49 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Washington. Noah Brown, 67 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off, and the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback. Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Daniels looking to throw. Buying time to his left. He's got his man. That's Ertz downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Off the play fake, Daniels. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Play action, now it's Daniels. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Zach Ertz. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Okay.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the give, here's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
Get it.
Robinson with another carry. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Let's go now.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Let's go.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Handoff now to Robinson. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now Daniel's going to give it up on the touch pass. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cowboy 80.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation. Kick.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder from 3 yards out. And the Commanders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early, so now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Jackson. Complete. It's Henry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day. 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Inside handoff. Henry. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Sit hot. Sit hot.
Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. Throw caught by Flowers. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just all...
Touchdown! Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Okay,
This is
ready?
1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
To the air goes Daniels. He's got Eckler. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. Pass caught by Crowder, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Here's Daniels. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
That is caught. He's got a first and maybe more. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage.